Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Adam and Steve, not
Adam and Eve.
the podcast where we bite the apple. Well, welcome to our 50th episode, you sinners. Right?
We should have had the sound
Right,
effect.
we should have. We didn't really think that one through. I know.
It's fine. Mine was better.
Well, thank you. I know I called everybody sinners, but you know what? I mean, it kind of fits the theme. Anyways, welcome. It's our 50th episode, so it's kind of a big deal, right?
Yeah, 50. Like how?
I know.
How is that even possible? I don't understand.
I know. I hit Adam up and I was like, it's our 50th episode. Like, crazy.
Oof, like reflecting hardcore.
I
Like
know.
I don't know. Who would have thought?
I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. It's like 50. Thanks for listening.
Yeah, seriously. Thanks for listening to us just banter, you know?
I know. It always blows my mind when people are like, oh, and I listened to this and I felt the same way, or I was talking back to you all. It just makes me laugh.
I know it does. Or like when you meet someone, they're like, "Oh, Adam and Steve." And I'm like, wait a minute. Did we actually ever meet?
I know.
I mean, we're not that famous, but
Yeah, I know. We're working on it.
You know, it's nice when you do bump into someone every once in a great blue moon or once in a while or whatever. It's just and you hear that, it's kind of cool.
Which is, it's funny for me because other than this, and I know I say things and put things out there, but I'm really like private about.
Me too.
You know what I mean?
I'm actually really shy.
I'm not.
I know you're not shy.
I'm not shy, but I can.
am.
Yeah, you are. But I mean, what I mean is like, I'm not a sharer. Like, I'm not like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially like personal stuff.
Yeah, I just
feel
don't.
like for some reason when like the microphones are on and we're talking, it's like a little bit different experience.
Yeah.
It's almost like I kind of like everything kind of just lets go and you're like just kind of like, I don't know.
Well, now I feel like if you're going to do something like this and your platform is to share with others so that, because you know me, I just think that like if you put a story out there and you help one person, then you kind of done your job.
Yeah.
So you kind of have to share a little bit.
A little bit.
You know
Yeah.
what
I mean, we censor some things.
Well, yeah, we have to.
You have to. I mean, everybody's like, that was not the actual like full story. And I'm like, okay.
Like I was with them and I know what
was
she
like
was doing.
Like that, everybody, we need to be knowing that.
Right. I'm like, okay, pipe down. Yeah, but I don't know. But this, it's kind of cool. But this also came about because we wanted to just like, I don't know. Sometimes we all sit around and we have these stories, and I was like, people would never believe that this happened to you or whatever.
Yeah.
So share stories, and you never know who's listening. You never know who you're helping.
Absolutely.
And
I think we have a good, obviously a very good connection and partnership and complement each other very well.
Yeah.
So I've heard.
And we like to laugh.
Yeah.
And I hope you laugh too.
Yes.
Like, I
If
hope
you don't laugh
too.
when you listen, then you're dead
It's
inside.
you. Right. It's you. Not us.
I'm just kidding. I mean, sometimes, maybe just people don't get the jokes.
I know, right? You're like, oh, well, I don't know what to tell you. But before we get more into like reflecting and I don't know, just talking about crap.
Yeah.
What's going on in the gayborhood, the world? I don't know.
I mean, I just got back from San Francisco after the Oakland
Great. How
the
was
Oakland Pride. Yeah, that was great. Love the circuit party, Ardila Presents and Sean Sullivan's party that they did. That was it was so much fun.
I didn't get to go because I had to work, but George was like, I can't believe you didn't go, and your voice was all over the thing. I was like,
yeah,
you know
explain
why?
that.
I was like, you know what, bitch? I'm an international star. I was like, I am everywhere. He's like, shut up.
So this is like one of the greatest things. Sergio, the one, he produced the party with Sean. He wanted Steven to kind of do some, I don't know, what do you call that?
Voiceover.
Like, voiceover, yeah. Like it was kind of help introduce like the party, like through the, the DJ would play Steven's voice to introduce, the drag show, which was, Trinity was there and she performed. That was really, really cool. And Tommy Love was amazing. And but Steven's voice was like in the background sometimes and he wasn't there. And, it's just really funny to hear your best friend's voice just like introducing these people. You're like, wait a minute, is Steven here? Where is he? But it was really, really cool. It was a great party. Great time. Like it was a pretty good turnout for their first like circuit event.
Yeah.
And everybody had a blast, and it was cool to see all these people come together and help their friends put on something like that. There was a lot of love there, and I think like the title of the circuit party was very. It was very appropriate. Yeah, it was very appropriate for that party.
That's good because honestly, really, that's what it's about. You know what I mean? Because especially as like typically in being gay and the family, you become each other's family. You know, you become each other's support system. You know, for so many reasons. A lot of people move, people get kicked, like whatever. You know, so. That's great to see.
Very true.
Yeah,
it was really cool. I almost a tear came to my eye a little bit, but I cry over it. But I was having too much fun, so I couldn't cry. No, it was a good time. But then I just got back this last Saturday, and
you drove.
I drove. Yeah, the drive, no joke.
I don't know how you did that.
I mean, it's not like a hard drive. It's just like really boring when you're by yourself.
But see, my leg starts hurting. Like I get a cramp in my you know what I mean? Like I mean, I guess you can cruise control, but
yeah, it's just like if you want to go the fast way from San Francisco to LA, it's like not like that scenic, and it's just not exciting.
Yeah.
And then once the sun started going down, it was like very dark and just like the boring highway, there's like nothing to look at.
Yeah.
But anyway, we came back and had Sunday Fun Day with you girls, and I've been, in my own little world lately. So it was really good to see you guys and have a good time with you.
It was fun. Sunday Fun Day was a good one. And also like, unfortunately the season is kind of coming to a close where we're starting to notice that it's getting darker earlier. I know. And then it's going to start getting cold. Although this week was like a heat wave here, and so far it's been.
I know it's been hot.
I've
been laying out by the pool, like, don't tell my boss.
Right.
But, but like for like an hour each day.
I mean, I'm not going to complain about the heat because I hate cold weather. So, I won't complain. But yeah, and when it starts getting dark early, I don't know. It's a little sad.
It really is.
Because at least we got to do things this summer. Because, last summer, everybody was like on lockdown.
It just flew by, though.
It really did.
I can't believe it's already like the end of September.
Halloween is going to be here. We're already talking about costumes.
I know.
Of which I still don't know what I'm doing.
Same.
Right?
I don't know. I mean, I've gotten some ideas from our lovely friend Josh. He keeps feeding them to me. I'm going to just have to try to take one of those and run with it. But I can't believe Halloween's next month.
I know. It's kind of crazy.
But you just went to...
Where did I go?
Magic Mountain.
Oh, yeah. It was Gay Days on this past Friday.
I'm so sad I couldn't make it.
Oh, whatever. You are such a wimp. You and Caleb. Y'all are like, they are not roller coaster riders. And I'm a roller coaster fanatic, nerd when it comes to roller coasters. Like, know all the crap about them. I'm like, oh, this is a B&M. And yeah. But it was... You know what? It was a little bit disappointing when it came to like the ride operations because they were super slow, and at times some of the rides were broken or they only had one train on the track. And so one of the cool things about going to Gay Days is that the lines are typically not long and you can kind of get on all the stuff, and it really wasn't the case this time. So I was a little I really was, because I was like, me, amusement park is a happy place for me. And it was just kind of like, I mean, I still had fun. Yeah. Like we had fun cackling in line and all that kinds of stuff. It was a good time, but we were all a little taken aback by how slow the operations were because nobody expected that. Yeah. And we got there early. Like, we got there, early enough to get in. And, I thought I had a plan. I was like, we're going to hit this ride and this ride.
The plans got squashed.
It got squashed real quick. Yeah. But, whatever. And then I think Disney had theirs, too, this weekend, which I've never been to Disney Gay Days.
I didn't even know they had one.
Yeah, they do. And I saw people posting pictures, but I've never been to theirs. But, I haven't been to Disney in a minute. But I feel like you have to, mortgage your home or something.
I know they are pretty pricey.
I mean, not that we don't pay a lot of money for
I know. We're like, oh my God, I won't pay $150 to go to Disney World, but if there's a circuit party,
here you go.
I'm see what DJ did it? Okay, I'll go. Nina Flower's gonna be there.
It's called priorities, people. Priorities.
You gotta get it together.
I actually do want to go to Disney soon, though, but I feel like I want to try to go when there's a day where it's not where you're not standing in line for 2 hours to ride a ride. Like, that would be cool.
I think it would be kind of cute to go around Christmas time, but not on the weekend.
Yeah.
That
actually would be fun.
Decorated real cute.
And I've never gone, have I gone to Christmas? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they may have me making shit up. Anyways. But I did do that.
What else is going on? I guess what with Dua Lipa, she's released her tickets,
Her tour
dates.
I'm just not going to be able to go and shake my hip like she does. That one hip dance move she does. You know what? The tickets I think started because I looked them up. They were like $100 and up, but at any good seat was like $300. And I love me some Dua, but she is not a $300 queen for me just quite yet.
I know it's a shame. I really, really want to go, but I kind of agree. That's kind of a lot for you know. And I'm not saying she's not going to put on a good show. It's probably going to be really fun, and I don't know, but that's kind of crazy. Like, I mean,
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And then it was like, and I know the first one sold out immediately. I'm sure the other ones here at the Forum is probably sold out as well. But it's like now to get a ticket, it's going to be like aftermarket, and it's going to be even more.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. But for $300, because like I looked at
And that's
one,
like just a decent seat. It's not even like maybe what you want.
right?
You know?
And I don't even want to be on the floor. Like I like to be like at that first tier up on the side right there because I can't see on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, it's just kind of
I
too
can't really,
right. It's too hard to see because it's not sloped. So you know, I can't see anything. But I don't know. For $300 plus, it's gonna be Dua Lipa featuring Steven. I'm doing a song. I'm gonna be bitch move over.
He's doing some HBCU dance, like choreographed routine up there.
I'm doing
She's
something with her.
Join in.
Right. I'm doing something. I'm doing a duet levitating with her. I'm doing hallucinate something.
Yes, we already have a routine of that.
Right. That's true. I did teach you.
We did.
I did teach one to Adam and George.
We did. We killed it in your living room during quarantine.
Right, we did. Because I'm like, I don't know, 300. Because I looked at one that was 320, and I was like, I don't know. I mean, like I said, priorities.
Yeah, I think a lot of it too is just like they know they can charge this much because people are wanting live entertainment after not having it for so long. So there's a lot of people that are just like, well, I haven't. Their mindset is probably, well, I haven't paid to like, go see a live show for so long. So what's $300 for this show? Yeah. Whereas like we still spend money on circuit parties and you know, it's just like.
I mean, but
not that's all we do, but I'm just saying, like,
right.
it's.
I mean, and you know me, I'm a shopper.
Yeah.
Like I spend. Yeah, I spend a
another
lot of
crutch that I don't know how you manage that with everything else we do because I'm not a shopper.
I spend a lot of money on apparel and things like that, but. I just feel it. And you know her concert's going to just be full of gays. And you know the gays will mortgage their homes to go see their divas. So
she got big.
She did. I mean, I think it's quite interesting that her album, which I think is a fantastic album from start to finish, like you don't need to skip any songs. But I find it very interesting, like since it's come out of the people that have released albums, her, Gaga, Ariana, like those, you know, hers is the most played everywhere you go.
Yep.
Everywhere you go, that is the most played album.
Yeah, and she's everywhere right now. She's like just like on ads and just I don't know.
I mean, she's gorgeous, so she's, you know, she can wear anything. She, you know, but she. I don't know. And there's something very likable about her. Like, she just seems like you just want to hang out.
Yes. I just want to hang out with her and, like, party with her a little bit, maybe.
Yeah. Like, you seem like you could have a good fun night at, like a good, like, dance party with her, you know?
It just would be a great, great time.
Yeah. Anyway, so we like Dua.
We do.
But I just probably won't get to see
pay
that. Well, I
don't know. Maybe we'll change our mind at the last minute, but I don't know.
Or she's probably going to be at some gay event. I'm like, she's going to be performing somewhere where we'll end up at some point.
Let me do my taxes first next year.
Okay,
and we'll go from there.
Right. I'm like, I'm going to get mine when I get my income tax check.
I'll be in front row.
You know how people think they can afford the world when they get their income tax check? They're like, I'm going to get it when I get my income tax check.
So
gosh.
funny.
Well, whatever. Now you know how I feel about Dua. Love her, but... Or watch, we'll be like, okay, so we went to the Dua Lipa concert.
And I know we said in our 50th episode that we weren't going to. But,
you know, but that's very likely to happen.
I know.
So I won't say no.
But, I mean, other than that, I think the only other thing that we ever really like talking about currently is shows that we watch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and like so, you just had me watch the pilot for this.
God.
I mean, it's been out for a season already. It's on this. You said the second season.
Yeah,
but
it's on second.
the other two.
The other two.
Yeah,
With Molly Shannon
on HBO Max.
So
It's funny. We literally just watched the episode right before we started recording, and I'm like, okay, now I'm gonna binge that.
right. It's laugh out loud funny.
Constant.
Yeah. It's some great writing. The jokes are funny.
Some good cast.
Yeah,
too.
good cast. Molly Shannon, Wanda Sykes is in it. She just wasn't in the pilot, but after that, she comes on and
really?
Yeah, that's funny. I just finished Q Force too.
I haven't finished that yet.
The Netflix. It's like a gay.
I think it's funny.
It is funny. I think it's funnier to us too because it takes place in West
Hollywood. I know, like it's very specific.
Right.
Like
they go
if
to
you
the
don't
Abbey.
live here, you're not gay, and you don't you might not know all the things that they're referencing and saying, but some of the things are just so funny because we know.
Yeah. Most people I know who've watched it have just binged it and like it's funny. I mean, it plays off like stereotype, like, but in a funny, good way.
Yeah, it's like it's not meant to be like offensive or anything.
Yeah, you need funny, dumb things. Everything can't be like all the time, like, serious. So
definitely,
that's a good one. But
and then we have so many other shows that are coming up.
Fall is here.
I know, like things that I've been waiting to come out. Like Insecure is coming out next month. Like I've been waiting for that season.
Me too. And it's the final season.
Oh, I know. It's so good.
Makes me nervous.
I know. I really hope it's good.
I know.
And I hope it ends well.
There's a lot.
I still watch Sex Education.
Oh, I'm watching that right now too.
That just came out.
Love that. I feel like a lot of people don't know about that show.
A lot of people don't
you
either.
should.
It's really actually. I think I don't know if I know. David had mentioned
that's where I saw it.
Yeah, we started watching it like there with him, or he mentioned it, and it's really funny.
It's so funny.
The writing's good, the show's good, the story's good.
Yeah, a gay character, all kinds of character is
very
really
diverse.
good. Yeah, very diverse. It's really good. I just feel like that show needs a little bit more love.
Yeah,
I
do too.
I still watch old stuff. Like I still watch Grey's Anatomy. Y'all can laugh all y'all want to. Y'all can laugh all y'all want to.
I mean, I've watched episodes, but I've never got fully into.
You know what? She might be in season 55, but
I didn't even know they were still recording. Like what? How many more people can die and lose their jobs and like cheat on? You know what I mean? Like
I know everybody slept with everybody in the hospital already.
They pass around all those STDs.
No, they're the worst.
In a healthcare facility.
Oh, but I still watch. And sometimes I'm like, I'm going to stop. That's a mess. It's probably been on for like 15 years.
I know. It's like, how old are they going to be before they stop? Right? You know, they'll be in the walkers. And
it's like, how many times can the hospital wing blow up?
They'll be on life support, still recording.
Well, I'll keep y'all posted because it's back.
Anywho, all right. I guess we should probably go into our 50th episode.
Yeah.
We talked about everything that's going on, but I think. What did you? I don't know. Like, what did you think about this when we started versus where you're at now? I guess mentally with it, because it's it's so different. There's 50 episodes. How many? That's like two
a month.
Yeah, and like
because we do every other Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just I always have ideas of like I'm going to do this, or wouldn't it be cool if we did this? And I feel like half the time y'all just listen because that guy think because I think out loud a lot of times.
Yeah, Steven, okay.
You're right.
Whatever you're saying.
But I just think y'all like, because I just come up with random shit all the time. And I think at first this was another maybe like, okay, just another idea that this boy's conjuring in his head. Yeah. But this one I was like, Adam, I think we should do this. We're going to do it. And to your credit, you were like, yeah, okay. I don't know if you believed it at first.
I feel like at first I was just like, okay. And then we probably had a few cocktails one night at your apartment and it was just you and I. But like, I remember the night that we finally were like, yeah, let's do it. And that's when I became on board, and I was just like, why not?
Yeah. Because I just thought it would be fun, and I just thought we had, amongst not just you and I, but our friends and people we meet, like so many really cool stories and anecdotes and things to share with people. And so, I mean, there's so much more that I want to do still, like have more guests and some swag. So you're going to be seeing us like on, you know, your coffee mugs and stuff.
A little caricature.
Right. You know,
Adam
really.
and Steve.
Yeah, we really do have like more than we want to do. But and I've always said, we'll do it as long as we're having fun, as long as we're laughing, as long as it's not like
becomes stressful. Yeah, like a job.
Yeah, like as long as it's like because
we have jobs.
Yeah, and
I don't want a second job.
Right, and for me, it's been nothing but fun. Even the days where you're like, oh, I'm tired, but as soon as you hit record, you just light up and you have fun. And it's also been a little bit of an expression of creativity, I think, for both of us, because I'm by nature very, very creative, but I did lose a little bit of that when I stopped teaching dancing. Like I felt like a little bit was missing, and I still feel that way a little bit when it comes to dance because I truly miss teaching dance.
I love learning dance from you.
Yeah, I truly like. There's some things that you're good at. I was very good, not to toot my own horn, but I was very good at teaching dance. Yeah, you know what I mean? So I really do miss that. But this has been fun.
It has been fun, and it's honestly, I'll say, like, I am a shy person. I am, you know, I do get more in my head about things, and self-conscious, and I've become more comfortable with myself in certain aspects over time. But this is something that if you would have asked me, before we started, like, you know, a year, 6 months, whatever, before we started, like, oh, I don't know, I don't know if I'd do that.
Yeah.
I think because I was able to do this with you, there's a certain level of comfort in it, and I wouldn't normally like interviewing or talking. I shouldn't say interviewing, just talking, because we have conversations with these people that we bring on, like people I may have never really met that much before, and it would make me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's kind of pushed me out of my comfort zone and allowed me to do that, and I think that is honestly, even in my daily life, even in my job, I think it's helped me perform and things and feel more confident in my job because I'm forcing myself out of my comfort zone and something outside of my job. Yeah. You know, it's weird. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, it does, because there's a level of comfort that like you even have to get to with even hearing your own voice.
Yes. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to hear my voice.
Like you don't want to hear your voice. And it was weird at first, but then you get used to it. And I'm like, oh, well, now I know what Mariah Carey feels like. This is how Beyonce feels when she hears her own song. You sound amazing.
So good.
Right? Like, gosh. But no, but there really is, there's like weird, like you hear your own voice, and then like I don't know, and then you're like, should I have said that? Should I not have said that? And I kind of like to say things and not have a regret of saying, you know. You know what I mean? So like I always tell Adam, like, yeah, there's some editing involved. Sometimes I have to go take something out or whatever. But in general, we always try to record as if it's live. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like it's because that's the most real, raw thing that you can give. And I feel like, you know, we don't this huge following, but the people that do listen, that is the feedback I've always received from them. That they're just like, it's fun, it's light, it's just it's not overly produced, and and it's just, there's things that we'll always get better on when we do this over time, and you know, maybe it's taken us a little longer in certain aspects because I know we both do have jobs, you know, and then we have lives and we do things, and it's a lot, but we still have fun with it. Yeah. You know?
And I love when people tell us that they talk back to us because they think that they're talking.
I know, they think that they're like on the phone with us. And like, they like respond. Like, you can't interrupt this one, bitch. This is our podcast.
I love that. I don't know. So I just think it's cool. And like when we're constantly like meeting people and having friends who say things and we're like, oh, come on a podcast, you know? So and we have so many people, but it's more of like a scheduling thing, you know? It's like, you got to get everybody scheduled together to get them on. But like, I don't know, it's been great. Like, and I've really appreciated the people that have come on. Yeah. You know, so thanks to all you amazing folks.
Yes, it's great.
Speaking of one, we saw Amber on Sunday. Hi, Amber.
Yes. Yeah. Love her.
Yeah. It was great.
Amazing. I think we should just kind of like go through like
Like our
top 10.
yeah, let's do that
You
real quick.
know,
We'll
like
just,
not this isn't our. This is so when we post or when Stephen posts when he posts the podcast, it goes on Podbean.
yeah.
And that's like the main platform that launches like out to
it's
all
like
the
our
other-
host.
Yeah, our host platform. So Podbean kind of gives you a rundown of what the top episodes are. And I just look at it all time, like what was
from when we started.
Yeah, from when we started, and so
I don't even know what they are. So Adam, you're gonna be.
I know this is gonna be a. I mean, I read through them a little quickly, but yeah, I'm gonna be surprised. Maybe Stephen with a few of these. So number 1.
Wait, the top of all time?
Top of all time.
Okay.
So what? We've had 50 episodes. We've been doing this for, is that like 2 years? No, a year and a half? I don't even know.
12. 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yes, because October is when we started.
Yep. Yeah,
Right?
2 years.
Around this, 2 years. Yeah.
So, yeah, we're really good at math.
Right.
Actually, I used to be really good at math.
I was going to say, you're actually the one that's good at math.
Partying. Our top episode is DJ Dan Slater.
What? Well, that's not
Yeah.
surprising.
Yeah. Love you, Dan.
Yeah, love him. Yeah,
It's a really good episode. Like,
Yeah.
you just listen, you get hear about his journey and his life and how he got to where he's at. And
yeah, that's not surprising. And Dan makes me laugh. He makes me laugh. He's just
funny
funny.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not too surprising. Plus, he's like, if you see him, he's a very good looking man. So you want to hear what he has to say.
Just look at his Instagram. You'll want to listen to his
Right.
podcast.
Because we're all just shallow people. So
I didn't speak for yourself, girl.
like, okay, ma'am.
And that's episode 24. By the
Right.
way.
Just in case because I know some of y'all are like, well, which one is that? Let me go find it.
Oh God! So the number, I guess this would be. Yeah, this is going. I should have started.
You should have started the other way. So maybe you should go back because now we know Dan's number 1, but we can work
Okay,
our
you know
way
what?
up.
Let's start with 10.
Yeah.
All right, most people would re-record this and do that, but fuck that. Like,
Right, we're just gonna keep it moving.
We're just gonna keep it moving, bitches.
This is how we roll.
Okay, so the 10th episode would be to circuit party or not to circuit party.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And I don't know what
That's
we said
episode
in
10.
that. Oh, I think we were actually quite we were just positive about our circuit life.
Yeah.
Like our, you know what I mean?
I feel like you throw like the word like circuit party and like that title, like
You get a bad kind of
Well, like it's interesting. Maybe people are like wondering, like,
Yeah.
what do they think about circuit party?
yeah. Because we're not. I mean, we party, but we're not like crazy.
Yeah.
Like
We like to have our fun.
yeah.
But
Because I can miss a party.
Not 24/7.
Yeah. Okay.
The 9th most listened to episode is episode 7, 2019, the year of the party. I don't even remember
So what
exactly.
did we do? We just reflected our year.
I know, we did.
Because we partied hard that year.
We probably
Like
talked
I
a
just
lot.
know I said we not being circuit.
Right before we went into COVID, it's like we knew. It's like our bodies knew,
We did a lot
Yeah.
that year, and that's when we came back from the cruise.
Yep.
Right? Yeah, we did a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't want to slow down because of COVID, but my body needed to sit his ass down for a second after that year. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know, I just
We don't really party. The year of the party. We're literally lying to all
I
of you.
know. Oh my God, it's so ridiculous. Okay.
Okay. So anyway, the 8th most listened to the eighth most listened to episode is episode 5. Social. I don't even know how you said this.
What?
I mean, Stephen posts these with the titles, so
I
don't
know. Wait, what did I say?
Okay, I had a little bit of wine, so leave me alone.
I know.
The socialites of the West Hollywood bar scene.
Yeah, socialites. I think we were just talking about us living in WeHo and how we love it and how we like our bar scene. It's a little different now because of COVID, but things are starting to open. Like new things are popping up. So like Stash just popped up.
I know. I need to go there. So
It's cute. I went in and Stash, and I think it's supposed to be like mustache. Like it's a tribute to all the the guys lost to HIV.
Yeah.
So yeah, that opened up, and Gym Bar just opened up a new location. Rage is coming back. I don't know if it's going to be called Rage, but yeah, anyway, it's a different landscape, but still fantastic.
We'll have to revisit that one maybe.
Yeah.
Once we visit all these new bars.
Yeah.
Episode. Okay, so the 7th most listened would be the episode 3.
These are like really early ones.
I know. Travelers of the World.
But I guess that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know. Well, that was a good
Europe
one. The Europe
right?
one.
Yeah.
God, that was so much fun.
Great. This is actually one of my favorite episodes. And although it's very specific to our experience there, it's almost like I don't journal or anything. It's almost like I got this. I listened to this episode quite a few times after we recorded it. Granted, this is when we first started recording, so I really liked listening to the episodes after we posted them. But I don't know. It was kind of like I got to reflect on this. It's like I had all these memories that were just like on a podcast, and I got to constantly revisit them if I wanted to. It was really, really cool.
And I do feel like if I'm going back to listen to them, that's probably one of the top ones that I would actually listen to. Because you're right, we had so much fun, and we kind of just like regurgitated all the things that we did. And I used to journal, believe it or not. I used to journal daily at a point in my life, but I don't now.
But not anymore.
Not anymore.
Okay, so there's that one. We got the 6th most listened to episode is actually episode 6.
Oh, crazy.
Weird. Bitch, We All Need Therapy with Nick Berry.
Yes, and I just saw Nick this past weekend.
And that makes sense. I feel like you should listen to an episode about that because it's true. We all need it. Let's accept that and be accepting of it.
And have no shame.
No shame.
No, there's no shame in it.
The 5th most listened to episode is I'm Coming Out.
I'm coming out. That makes sense because we talked about it, right? Like, I'm a girl. That's our journeys of coming out, right?
Yeah.
Actually, that's an episode that I would listen to again,
Me too.
Because I thought that was really good and it was really real. And I've had people come up and say, you know what, I kind of had that same experience.
Yeah, it was like it means something to someone else.
Yeah. So
maybe in some situations, not all, but
yeah. I mean, I think these are a little skewed because it's like the ones that have been out the longest. So, of course, they're going to have the most downloads, but I still like it.
Yeah, definitely. I really did. I did like that episode a lot. And it's just, you kind of, it's like, this has happened when we've had guests on and they tell their story, and they tell whether it's a coming out story, whether it's their journey, of what they've been through. A lot of times when we are finished recording an episode, they feel so good. Mm-hmm. Like they feel like, oh, I just like they got so much off their chest.
Yeah.
And then we also had fun and we laughed and we joked, and that's how I felt like with an episode like the coming out episode. It's just like you kind of just get it out there and you're just like, this
and
is
it's
me.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out there.
What did I say? That was the 5th most listened. So this would be the 4th most listened to episode would be our journey to LA. Yeah, it's called LA Here We Come. It's episode 1.
Right.
episode 1.
When that was about our deciding to move to LA and what it was like when we got here. Yep. Yeah, for me, I would listen to that one again too, just because, well, 1, it's our first episode. And then 2, it was just like, I don't know, that was just like a really cool time. And I was like young and everything seemed possible.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. Our 3rd most listened to episode, which kind of ties into our 2nd one as well, is episode 9 about our Atlantis cruise with George Zakalidis. And what went down during that cruise. And our 2nd most listened to episode was the cruise preparation with Guy Griffiths.
You know what's interesting about those is that just recently on our Instagram handle, somebody that I don't know messaged us and just said, hey, I just got back from the Atlantis cruise. I think it was the Med or whatever that just happened in this month or last month, one of the ones, Europe or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, thank you. I learned so much from your episode, and and it was like really helpful. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you had a really good time, and you got something from our episode. So
that really warms my heart.
Yeah, and that just literally just happened. So that's really cool.
Yeah, that's really good because I mean that's ultimate. I know a lot of people maybe like sometimes listen that or go on these things I already know, and they probably think that we're just talking about what we want to talk about. But like that's what I would hope is that like someone who's listening that hasn't been on a cruise is like. Going to use that information to
some good tips and stuff. So we got that. So like I said, that like to me, like things like that is what it's all about. You know, like that's part of the reason why we do this because it's I don't know, it's helpful and it's helpful to know that like it's not just a sex show. I mean, you know what I mean. So
yeah, it is very much so. Yeah, and we already said what our number one episode was Dan Slater. So
love you, Dan.
Love you, Dan. Give it up to Dan. Clap.
I need to put that clap applause back on here because it is actually on here somewhere.
I know. But I don't know. I guess my overall takeaway from this is just thank you to everybody. You know, like this maybe sounds cheesy, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of people have been supportive and we have gotten good feedback and just it's cool to have people in our community support one another, come on the episode, be able to like plug their stuff or support their causes or what they're doing, whether it's serious or whether it's whatever it is. It's been a cool thing.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's like thank you and
thank everybody for listening.
And we'll have more to come and more guests. And I don't know if you want to be one, let us know.
Yeah, please let us. Like we're always down.
Yeah, like it's been fun.
Yeah. Good times.
Good times. And just like watch out for our merchandise. That's going to happen at some point. Get
that before the Atlantis cruise.
I know that's the goal, really.
Yeah.
So we can wear like crops or something. Or fans.
Let's do it.
Something fabulous. Anyways.
Anywho. Well, enough of all the thanks. You guys all know we love you. So on to our last little segment in our 50th episode.
Yep. Ma'am, what do you think?
Okay, so I'm going to read the card because I feel like Steven's been doing that a lot lately.
I know. Whatever.
Taking
the card shine.
Yeah. No, what the hell? You're bombarding me with all these questions up front.
I know.
Okay. No, I like that one better.
Okay.
Ma'am, what do you think about having an ex's name tattooed on yourself?
Absolutely no, not never.
Never, and even if you were the most in love you've ever been in your life.
Your name can be Brad Pitt, and it is not happening, or Idris Elba, or whoever. It ain't happening. I mean, maybe Maluma. So
I feel like there's a few people
maybe
Steven would consider.
Maybe Maluma. I don't know. Who would I consider? I don't know. That just seems like you're destined for your relationship to not work.
It really does. I feel like, I mean, granted, you never know what relationship's going to work or not, but anyway, finish your answer.
Well, no, I just feel like it's almost like a guarantee that your relationship isn't going to work when you tattoo somebody's name on you. Now, I don't know. Like maybe you could do like a little name around your finger for like a wedding band or something. I don't know, but it's just it would not be my favorite thing or first choice to do. I just don't see what situation I would want to do that in. Right?
Would you do like an image that you guys shared? Like maybe like,
I could do
something
that.
You both liked and
like I could do
got that.
Yeah, I could do something like that. Yeah. Like I don't feel like that's something that like if you broke up you'd be dying to change or have somebody like redecorate.
Yeah, because you still like it. It's still
But somebody's name, like I feel like if you're gonna tattoo somebody's name, let it be your children.
Yeah.
Right.
Something that you can't.
You know what I mean? Yet I know people that have done it, or they tattoo their friends and stuff. I'm like, but what if we get into a fight?
What if you sleep with my man?
Right. I'm like, well then I got stuck with your name on my body. No. What do you think about it?
I agree. I wouldn't. I would maybe, pick something that I shared interest in with a significant other and like get that tattooed over time. It would be like, I wouldn't like meet somebody and be like, oh, you know, and let's get a tattoo tomorrow. But, you know, you're with somebody for a certain amount of years maybe, and you both like a certain thing that you share. There's a commonality there, then maybe that, but I wouldn't get somebody's name.
Or maybe if we're like 70 years old.
Yeah, like, you know, you don't got that much time left.
Got that much time.
So it's okay. It's gonna
I'm
be
not taking my
fine.
blouse off at the beach.
It's like, that's the least of your concerns right now is whether or not like this person's going to be with you anymore.
Right. Because at that point, you're like, well, bitch, I ain't going to go through the trouble to get it taken off.
No,
So.
it's like, I only got so much time left.
Right.
I don't.
You know what I mean? Like maybe if you're like 75, like, you know what, let's go get tattoos of each other's name. You know, I just had a good idea.
I know what I'm doing when I'm 70.
You know what we should do? Adam, as best friends, we could do that. You know what? You know what we could do? Like,
Which 70?
Right. You know, girl, I'm going to be older than you. So. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I just don't see. You got to be my children or something. Or if you're making a certain amount of money, you taking care of me, then maybe I'll go get your name tattooed.
I know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. That just, but people do it.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are regretful.
I know. And like, I don't really have to go through the like process of getting something removed.
Yeah.
You know, like that just sounds like not fun.
Yeah.
And it's like, why?
And what if you have an ugly name? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like you.
It's gonna like Gertrude or something.
Gertrude.
It's not even a name. I don't even know.
Gertrude. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. Everybody just listening to me and
Right.
Steven cackle right now. Maybe it is because it's our 50th episode. We're just feeling a certain type of way today.
What if you had a bad name? I'm sorry if somebody's named Gertrude or Gertrude. I don't know. I just
Like, oh, maybe we shouldn't do that.
right.
No.
Like, let's come up with
But,
pet
girl,
names.
if I'm with somebody, if my significant other's name is that, please, you know,
We're like,
hold me aside.
We're gonna have to come up with a nickname, honey, because I can't be calling you that in public. Yeah. So anyway,
I think that wraps up that segment.
you need to close it out.
We need to close it out. Oh, jeez. Honestly, thank you, everybody, for listening, not just to this episode, but to the entire 50 episodes if you have, or if you haven't, well, get on it, you know.
Catch up.
It's honestly just such a pleasure and so much fun, and I truly appreciate everybody who does support us. So
Yep, thank you.
again, thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, remember that God made.
Oh wait, don't before you close, give them our podcast.
Oh,
I mean our handle.
Shoot.
I know. Look
God,
at
I
you.
was like so thinking I was on the mix
Yeah,
there.
you kind of. Well, you are, but go ahead.
Okay, please follow us at Adam and Steve Podcast.
Yes.
Steven at
Green Eye Steve.
and me at Adman 2005. But
Yes.
it's like mainly our podcast page.
Yeah,
That's
it's
preferred.
growing slowly but surely. We're getting there.
And like now,
You can put that.
thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Just remember that God made Adam and Eve, but he also made
Adam and Steve.
any problems.
Pray about it.